Welcome back here at the Filoil EcoOil Center in San Juan City as we reach the concluding part of Day 2 nito ating 16th Filoil EcoOil Preseason Tournament. Benji Santiago, kasama ko pa rin dito si Coach Mike Perez. And moving on to our next game right now, it's the National University Bulldogs going up against the Adamson University Soaring Falcons. And welcome po sa inyo muli lahat. At inaantabayanan po natin another exciting action to happen here. Coach Mike?
Yeah, and definitely as we start off with this game with NU, the very first time we're going to see the NU Bulldogs, one of the favorites in the UAAP season.
Defending champions, basically.
Defending champions here in Filoil as well. So it's going to be really an exposure na makikita natin ngayon here from the NU Bulldogs.
Of course, ito naman panig ng Adamson University Soaring Falcons. They had a chance to get a first taste of their victory, a very convincing one yesterday sa ating opening day. And they were quite impressive laban dito sa St. Clair. Pero let's see if they could come up with back-to-back victories dito. Of course, sabi nga natin, they're up against the defending champions, ang National University Bulldogs. And what can we expect to happen here?
Well, definitely yung exposure, yung performance na nakita natin kay Joem Sebandal, who lead the team with 19-2-1 in their previous win yesterday, followed by Vince Magbuhos. He had double-double yesterday. 12 points, 10 assists on 75% shooting from the field and 40% from three. So those two guys really are looking forward to when we talk about the Adamson University.
Yun naman, ano? At sabi nga natin, they came up with a very, very good convincing win. Samantalang NU just playing their first game, pero I know they have a lot of weapons in them. Ang ating venue announcer to introduce the two teams here in this ball game.
Good afternoon, basketball fans. Live from the Filoil EcoOil Center in San Juan City. This is the main game of our quadruple hitter. Day 2 competition for the 16th Filoil EcoOil Preseason Cup. It's the match between the National University Bulldogs and Adamson Falcons. Let's meet all the players first for the defending Filoil EcoOil Preseason Cup champions, NU Bulldogs. Number 0, Jolo Manansala. Number 2, Ian Maclay. Number 3, Joe Bulapa. Number 5, PJ Palaciano. Number 6, Pervin Timban. Number 8, L.A. Casadillo. Number 9, Don Lane. Number 10, John Lloyd Clemente. Number 11, John Malinato. Number 12, Reinhard Jumaboy. Number 13, Steve Nash Enriquez. Number 14, CJ Lima. Number 15, RJ Colonia. Number 18, Omar John. Number 20, Jake Figueroa. Number 22, Mark Parks. Number 23, Mike Alonso. Number 24, Lester Reyes. Number 25, Kurt Persano. Number 30, Mohamed Diazala. And number 77, Kenshin Padrones. Head coach is Nash Rasela. Our head coach is Jeff Napa. And now let's give it up for your Adamson Falcons. Number 1, Eli Ramos. Number 2, Ray Torres. Number 5, Eddie Manapas. Number 6, Joshua Yellow. Number 7, Jerome Lasibosa. Number 8, Ale Ignacio. Number 9, Mario Barasi. Number 10, Cedric Masano. Number 15, Joshua Pintabellian. Number 17, Jet Colonia. Number 18, Manuel Olon. Number 20, Mano Anabo. Number 21, Joel Sobanda. Number 22, John Kalisay. Number 23, Joshua Barcelona. Number 23, Mancho Montemon. Number 25, Kenji Cañete. Number 28, Nina Hanapi. Number 29, Vince Matos. And number 55, Leonardo Manga. Head coach is Nash Rasela. All players, please proceed to the center court for the traditional sportsmanship action. And now let's meet the starting five for both squads. First, for the NU Bulldogs. Small forward number 20, Jake Figueroa. Power forward number 5, PJ Palaciano. Center number 18, Omar John. Point guard number 13, Steve Nash Enriquez. And shooting guard number 10, John Lloyd Clemente. Head coach is Jeff Napa. And now the starters for the Adamson Falcons. Small forward number 1, Number 29, Vince Magbuhos. 17, Jet Colonia. And shooting guard number 21, Joel Samanda. Our referees for this main game are Gucci Pico Bonon. First umpire, Fernando John Panaya Jr. Second umpire, Ralph Monet. This is the main game. NU Bulldogs versus Adamson Falcons for the 16th Filoil EcoOil Preseason Cup, when it all begins.
Yes, that's right. We're just about to start with this ball game. One team getting a win on opening day. That's the Adamson Soaring Falcons. The other, the defending champions. Let's see if they could go back-to-back this time around. This is their first taste of a game here in the 16th season of the Filoil EcoOil Preseason Tournament. Nothing there as they started their offense here for the NU Bulldogs. Ito naman ang Adamson Soaring Falcons. I still don't see the presence of Coach Nash Rosella. Is he there? Not yet, ano?
No, I don't think they're out of. Most of the coaches actually are not here in the country. Maybe looking for other talents from outside. You know, recruitment season rin kasi ng mga ibang mga coaches.
Tama yan. At ito, kailangan magtaas tayo ng boses pa rito.
Yeah.
Nandito ang mga Little Drummer Boys. Too early. Summer pa lang. Nandito na yung mga Little Drummer Boys.
This guy right here, Joe M. Sebandal, really the main focal point offensively para dito sa Adamson, especially in the absence of Lastimosa, who I think is playing in the SEA Games, if I'm not mistaken.
I see.
Yeah.
Jerome Lastimosa.
Right.
No? In the meantime, shot clock winding down. 5 seconds. And the first basket here. Ramos delivering, opening up the scoring for this ball game.
Wasn't an easy shot at all for Eli Ramos. Had to do it over Omar John. The guy is too big inside the paint.
Was even asking the referees, wala bang pito? Let's see here, the jumper can't connect. Ball tapped up. Adamson right now a 2-0 lead. Corner is open. Bang! Hot start for Adamson.
Well,
Joel Sabandal.
Yeah, if Joem's gonna hit those shots from the outside, this will be very sweet for Joem. He had 19 points in their last outing and that win.
Still can't buy a basket here. They got it back, and there's going to be a foul.
So far, NU has attempted 6 times already. They were executing their plays. They had the right ball and man movement, just couldn't make any shots. And so, if you can't make any points, why not go inside to the big guy? It's very much a threat inside the paint. Almost head above shoulders sa lahat ng players na nasa loob.
Angat na angat.
Oo.
Nice touch, huh? Making the first free throw.
And you have a big guy like that as kaliwete.
Wow!
Sa loob. Diba?
At saka maganda nga yung touch niya from the free throw line. In the meantime, Adamson, they lead 5-2. Shot won't fall. Here comes NU Bulldogs. Steve Nash. Enriquez fires long distance. Connects.
Good early transition there for Steve Nash Enriquez, using that blur screen provided by John and hitting it from the outside.
All of a sudden, we're tied at 5 here in the first period.
And of course, when you talk about Steve Nash Enriquez, as we see this shot here, defense going underneath, not respecting the long bomb of Steve Nash Enriquez. He's also part of the 3 guards that actually lifted from the junior program of NU, including Kian Baclan and the very recently Reinhard Jumamoy.
Well, Manzano scoring for Adamson and 1. The foul was called on John Lloyd Clemente. I can remember most of these guys actually. Na-cover ko na. High school pa lang sila.
Yeah.
Kasi college ako nun.
Well, bueno, Benji, alis na ako.
All right. Back to the ball game. 7-5 lead here para sa Adamson. Here's Steve Nash. Enriquez. Lost it. Transition play here para sa Adamson. Corner, open, can't knock it down. Getting it back. Zano. Shot clock down to 8. Patient offense. Well, they got to put up a shot here, pero bailed out with a foul that has been called against Steve Nash Enriquez.
Yeah, some coaches use that approach. When the shot clock's winding down and you can't produce any from the ball in the man movement, you normally just give it to your most athletic guy and the pure scorer. Make him create and find a way to score. Clock winding down again here.
Oh, nga, 2 seconds to shoot. They got it back. The scoop. Nothing there. And you right now. Huli! Pero hindi nga kulong.
Yeah, but good defense there by Joe M. Sebandal. He anticipated that release shot with the right hand as Steve Nash drove inside with the left. And Joe M. just waited for that right hand to go up and block that shot.
16 in the shot clock here for NU. Up balance shot. 7-5, Adamson. They have the lead. They have the basketball. Ito na naman sila executing their half-court offense.
Clemente so far 0 out of 3 from the field here for NU.
NU Bulldogs. Steve Nash Enriquez kicks it out.
Oh
They got
man,
it back.
Clemente's been shooting blank so far.
2 tries, still nothing falling for NU Bulldogs, down by 2. Sabandal. Let's see how they do this. Floater,
Wow.
banks it in.
Good choice of shot there by Colonia. Knew that there's a possible help from Omar John, your small guy. Finish up with a floater and catch him off guard as you release that shot.
They take a 4-point lead, but an offensive foul has been called here against NU Bulldogs. Taking a look at this Colonia move, the floater and the basket. An early timeout in this ball game. It's Adamson by 4.
Welcome back to game number 4 of our Sunday quadruple header, and our preseason champions, the Bulldogs, are back. And the reigning MVP, John Lloyd Clemente, refuses to be faced by the pressure that comes with the title. Ika nga niya, every game, nilalabas na lang niya ang kanyang laro at ginagawa niya ang kanyang best. And as a leader of a younger team, he is focused on guiding his troops inside and outside the court and sharing every experience that he can with them. Benji and Coach Mike.
All right. Yes, totoo nga yan. Titignan ngayon natin John Lloyd Clemente, the reigning MVP. And not only that, of course, ito nga yung defending champions sa NU Bulldogs. But they're down by 4 as of the moment.
And a bit of a cold start here for the reigning MVP, John Lloyd Clemente. So out of 4, I think, from the field.
Did not hit their outside shots right there.
And you so far shooting just 10% from the field, 1 out of 10. Side ball screen here off that shake.
Shot clock down to 3. Somebody has to put it
Gotta
up.
take it up. Now with Kian Baclan inserted already in this game, this fast, except it's going to be a little bit faster for NU now. Oh, nice pass.
Unselfish play. So Malonzo from Omar John right there.
Yeah.
Great two-man play para sa NU Bulldogs. The lead has been cut down to 2.
And this Malonzo guy is one of my favorites from the NU team. Really good, very sound, very athletic. Good basketball IQ too.
A stop by NU. Here's their offense.
Omar Jan asking for that ball on that front
Hindi maibigay sa
seal,
kanya.
yeah, by Barasi. Oh, wow.
Bakla using the pick by Omar John. Getting a basket and now ties up the score at 9. 2.5 remaining, the deciding first quarter.
Kian Baclan, one of the really good guards we have in the country. I'm just very excited to see him move up later on in his career, especially when he turns pro.
Chance to take the lead para sa NU Bulldogs right now.
Oh, good cut.
And an even better basket for Figueroa. As Adamson soaring Falcons, this time they're the ones who are calling the timeout. All of a sudden, they find themselves down by 2. Great plays here for the NU Bulldogs, the defending champions. We'll be right back with more. Back in the ball game, 11-9. It's the NU Bulldogs right now up by 2. Some patient offense. Nakikita natin sa kanila the way they execute. Di sila natataranta. They know how to handle situations like this. Been there, done that.
Right. And you know, it's really just a matter of pacing themselves and trying to see their point of attack later on in the game. And speaking of our viewers, also Benji, I'd like to greet some of our friends who are actually watching right now. Shout out to Coach Irvin Sunil of the South Hoops Classics, and also kay Ron Lester Machine Gun Guerrero and Rebecca Barrientos Guerrero, that beautiful husband and wife team of pure basketball, just supporting each other from a sports standpoint. And good, happy viewing to you guys, and hopefully you enjoy the games today.
Family Day.
Yep, family day. Mamaya rin tayo, family day.
Ayan, it's just another work day muna.
Yeah. Ball is life muna tayo, ball is life.
Yes. Just 95 seconds remaining here in the first period, and a close one here. These two teams. Adamson down by 2. Shot clock down to 9 right now. Medyo yung maasim yung mga shooting nila from the outside. Isang 3-point shot made pa lamang. 1 of 5 right now for Adamson. 1 of 4 para rito sa NU Bulldogs.
I guess that's a trend that we're seeing for most of the teams, ano, na na-cover natin. Medyo slow on the 3, but eventually as the game wears on, medyo nakukuha na yung rhythm eh.
Yung kinaganda kasi rito eh. Medyo mahirap-hirap na uminit. Kasi nga malamig dito sa loob ng Filoil EcoOil Center.
Right.
So, shooting bricks right now. Ilang possessions na for both teams. Could not come up with a basket after a timeout has been called earlier by Adamson.
And you're actually doing a good job of, defending as Adamson taking their shot on the latter part of the shot clock. Right there, another one. Napumutok na naman sa kanila just in time.
Ayaw pumasok eh. May problema pa rin.
Yan ang threat mo kay Kian Baclaan. I mean, this guy just never stops dribbling. Always keeping his dribble alive. Kaya kayo mga young players out there, one thing that you can learn out of Kian is to keep your dribble alive, but it gives you different options as you make decisions whether to pass, shoot, dribble, attack, fake. Once you pick up that ball, wala ka na magagawa. You're actually exposed na wala ka ng ibang options.
Iba naman yung istorya na puro dribble ka.
Correct. Iba naman yun.
Yung sinasabi ng coach na hindi umi-score yung dribble.
Right. Because you still have to have a point of attack. Yeah? You still have to be able to finish offensively. I mean, again, at the end of the day, it's really about shot making. You can take all the shots that you want, but you have to make them. Yeah.
So with 5 seconds remaining here in the first, hindi gumalaw ang score natin. 11-9 pa rin para sa NU.
Yep.
How about this? Alley-oop sana play. Pero wala pa rin natapos and it ends like this. A 2-point lead for the defending champions NU Bulldogs. First, they thought they were hot from the outside. Itong Adamson Soaring Falcons. Ganun din, pero yun lang yung dalawang press na yun magkabila. Ang nangyari when it comes to shooting from beyond the arc. And then the penetration by Baclaan, as we see that, he knows this thing, especially when he slices the defense like that. At lamang nga itong NU, just by 2, 11-9. And so we're all set and ready to bring you the second quarter of action. Just a 2-point lead lamang dito para sa NU Bulldogs. And let's see, some of those people are very, very much enjoying itong ating streaming. Pakibasa mo na. Hindi ko na makita.
Oh yeah, and Nairan Trillanes de la Torre says, "Go Lloydie ng mundo." John Lloyd Clemente. MVP's got support from the live stream too, bench.
Yun ba yan? Kita mo nga naman yan, ha? Yung John Lloyd ng basketball ang pinag-uusapan.
Oh, John Lloyd Clemente. Hindi yung isang JMC.
A nice fake. Second by a basket, pero dilihan siya ng foul. And so take a look at the free throws to be made here. Para kay Manzano.
Manzano so far playing 5 minutes and 2 points and 2 rebounds.
I mean, Manzano was shooting the first free throw. He missed that one. Lumapit din si Baclaan sa kanya. Kumamay. What the? Diba?
Ano lang yan, parang trying to get in the mind of the opponent.
Well, basketball has evolved.
Right. At saka that's part of Saiwar also sa mga players. I mean, this is preseason but titingnan mo rin kung gaano sila mag-respond kung preseason pa lang.
And not only that, ito yung UAAP teams eh. Alam nila makikita pa sila talaga eh. No?
Exactly. A little chin action there for NU. Too tight.
Walang bola pagangat.
Yeah.
Adamson, they already have it. Trapping it in the backcourt. Nakalampasan. And a scoop. Cañete.
Good finish by Cañete. Last time around, hindi maganda yung spacing ng NU as you and Manansala sharing that same spot. Clog. This time around, deflection naman yung pasa ni Kian.
Turnover for NU. Will it result in a basket? Yes. Manzano at close range. He will not be denied. And an early timeout here in the second period as NU will call a timeout. All of a sudden, hindi pa sila gumagalaw rito. Pero umiskor na 14 na ang inabot ng Adamson Soaring Falcons here in the second quarter of action. Back into the ball game and welcome to the 16th Filoil EcoOil Preseason Tournament happening right here at San Juan. Filoil EcoOil Center, Benji Santiago, Coach Mike Perez. And of course, Megan Cabrera at courtside. All of a sudden, stuck at 11 itong NU. That's still their score when we ended the first quarter.
Yeah, and NU with an effort to try and come up with points quick on that last set. Did a little floppy and some chin action, but couldn't produce anything still.
Adamson taking an outside shot, nothing there. Here comes NU Bulldogs.
Good decision there by you. Tried to pull up, but just really could not get that ball to sink.
Manzano just lost control of his dribble right there. Had the right idea to attack right away.
Yeah, the athlete tried to go to the post split once that ball went to Manzano, but the other guy from the top, I think that was Cañete, didn't cut through the wing side.
Meantime, ito naman panig ng NU have been trying. Still is scoreless here in the second quarter.
That zone defense been working pretty well para di sa Adamson.
Nalusutan, dipsy-do shot, pumasok.
And the challenge with having a ball screen action against the zone is medyo clogged kagad yung gitna. So you have to be able to finish with either floaters or jumpers from the outside. And you could even choose to kick it out for the threes. And dun medyo nahihirapan ang NU because they're not making shots from three.
Taking a look at this move by U. To finally get themselves back and scoring offense para sa NU Bulldogs.
Right now, a double drag here, ending up in a pin down for Manansala.
U once again with a basketball. Attacking again.
Good
Hand
move.
up inside.
Ooh!
A sorry miss. Andun na. Niluwa pa.
Yan nga yung sinasabi natin. Maaaring maganda yung mga opportunities pero kailangan pumasok ang tira mo.
Here they have another chance here to try to take back the lead para sa NU Bulldogs.
Oh, wow.
Not that time.
NU pretty cold from the field right now, shooting just 25%, 5 out of 20.
Not exactly that high para rin sa Adamson, 33%.
Yeah.
Less attempts pa yun, 6 of 18.
Right.
Anand Sala was called for the foul, and that'll pay free throws here to be awarded. Adamson. Mark Parks enters the ball game for the first time para sa NU Bulldogs.
2 free throws, Joem Sabata.
The second firm is actually a relative ni Bobby Parks.
Yeah.
Okay, ni Ray Ray.
Yep.
All right.
Numbers not really very telling here. You look at the stats, almost the same numbers for both teams. So it's just a matter of which team will start their run in this game.
Split charities para sa Adamson that time, taking care of a 2-point lead. Grabe. Siyanian sa puntos ng dalawang teams na to.
Yeah.
Second quarter na tayo, 15-13.
Very low scoring. And it only reflects the subpar percentage from the field.
Oh.
Vince Magbu was there trying to keep action.
Shot clock down to 3. Air ball. Ano magagawa sa Manzano? A shot clock violation has been called. Laban dito sa Adamson.
Adamson's got a lot of talking to do, especially in the execution. And a number of times we've seen that clock winding down before they actually either make a forced attempt or no attempts at all.
Ayan, down by 2 pa rin itong NU Bulldogs. Sabi tuloy ni Rhea Mena, Auditor Barber. Ano ba yan, NU?
Napaprostrate na rin siya. Wow. And that rim continues to be locked for NU. Couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Sabi naman ni Marlon Sanchez, no Jerome, Manlapas, Fermin, Flowers.
Yeah.
For Adamson, no problem. Well, they just have the slight lead.
Yeah.
2-point lead lamang ito. Thank you very much for actually watching us sa ating live stream. Following us, all the activities that has been happening here. This is already day 2. Dribbling problems, can't control it, lost it. Naging problema ni Omar John. Samantala, eto naman Adamson. Open look for a 3. Doesn't drop.
Another missed 3 here so far. Both teams coming up only with a piece.
Kaya nga,
from
the first
three-point
quarter pa yun.
Yeah, first quarter pa yun. Right now, you know.
Basically, up and down action lang ang napapanood natin dito, Coach Mike.
Yeah, almost the back and forth. We don't see that ball go through that net. Somebody's got to puncture that hoop
Kaya
now.
nga. Shot clock is 6.
Clock winding down again.
Down to 3, the scoop. It's a miss.
Got to run it.
There's Mark Parks. First touch of the basketball.
There you go.
Ito, sa poste na. Ang bakbakan dito. And finally a basket para kay Omar John, and tying the count once again, this time 15-all.
And Omar John giving that stare on Fuentebella. He felt that Fuentebella was flopping.
Kaya nga eh. Could have been talaga.
Yeah.
Diero.
Yeah. Doon rin nahihirapan ng Adamson eh. So normally on a slot-to-slot, guard-to-guard pass, dapat yung big dumadive. Kaya lang yung big pag dumive si Omar dyan yung matapat ang hirap din eh.
In the meantime, in and out for that layup. Sorry, miss, but nevertheless, may free throws to be awarded NU Bulldogs. Kita natin yung Omar John with the stare. Huh?
Yeah. If you ask me, I feel that NU should be leading this game. And I feel they should have been leading a more considerable amount than just right now. They're up 16 and 15.
Yung isa naman playing inspired ball game, coming up with a win yesterday.
Right. Kasi if you look at the execution, mas hirap execute ang Adamson. Down on the clock. Samantalang NU, they're scoring within the proper time of the shot clock. So no hurried shots. They just couldn't make it.
Well, the lead is back para sa NU Bulldogs, 17-15. And look at this hustle play by Parks. Try to pass inside, almost losing it. Not really a save that they wanted to happen to them.
Yeah. Well, that pass really went off because of the deflection. Active hands there by Adamson.
Pasok na raw kagad si Steve Nash, sabi ni Prince Ono Pañales. Sige lang, just keep on sending yung mga messages watching the stream.
Reinhard Jumamoy now, the
Ayan na.
latest recruit out of the NU Bulldogs, showing his wear immediately. Basket kagad.
Alam mo yung nag-aaral ka na sa high school ka, biglang na-promote ka, college ka na bigla.
Accelerated.
Yun eh. Joshua Yero hitting the second three-pointer for Adamson in this ball
but
game.
somebody's got a cover. Yeah. Everybody was preoccupied with that high side defense. Nobody went to see the shaded area being covered.
21-18 para sa NU Bulldogs. Nice
wow, nice move.
Pinasakay pa si Omar dyan, Colonia.
Yeah, I like that he rejected that screen and made a stride stop. Let that defense fly by bago siya umatap. Exactly what guards right now should do. Kids, you should learn that too.
Just a one-point game here. Still a one-point game after the miss at point-blank range by Omar John. Here comes Adamson soaring Falcons. 2 minutes remaining dito sa ating first half.
Pero baba pa rin ang score na
Kaya nga
50.
Sa'yo iba eh. Chanian nga eh.
Oh, all right. Two-point shooting a little bit better now for Adamson. 6 out of 16 for 37%. This is still low-scoring ball game.
Oo nga. Colonia, the handoff right there. He gets the ball back. Ikot ang bola. Shot clock down to 5.
There we go again.
Colonia from deep.
Yeah. You can tell me that shot was not forced. That's forced.
Forced na eh. Oh, shot clock was winding down.
Yeah.
Dapat tinatras pa niya ng konti para logo shot na eh.
Kaya I was saying kanina na talagang feeling ko dapat lumamang na dito ang NU because of their defense on Adamson. And they just need conversions really.
Omar John kicks it out. Hesitation.
Wow!
Ayaw makita yun, the tip in. Grabe, no? Kumamoy had the right idea. It's a good thing. That's a good trail, huh?
Yeah, Mike Malonzo able to time that jump too.
Ito naman ang Adamson. The floater hard off the glass. Omar John taking care of another rebound here para sa NU. They lead by 3 so far. Less than a minute remaining.
Wow, nice read! Wow! And Reinhard Jumamoy bench has been a gem so far in the early since he came in.
Yes.
Made layup, and this dish, wow, look at that. Waited, saw that dive, finished with that rim dunk.
Making a teammate look real good.
Sometimes they really just come in surprises, players that you pull off from the bench. Yung sinatawag nilang magic bunot ng mga coaches. No? And maganda ito para sa program ng NU because you're seeing Reinhard perform this way.
Yes,
He's
totoo
gonna
yan.
be an added weapon come the start of the UAAP.
Very impressive na bago pa lang siya
Right.
dito para sa NU Bulldogs. A gem of a player. It's now 26-20, the largest lead in the ball game already here para sa NU Bulldogs. Then after making the bonus, ito si Omar Judd. He has not missed 3 of 3 from the line. Ito naman ang bawi para rito sa Adamson. Barasi with a long two.
Omar Jan actually leading all scorers now for NU with 6 points.
It's Manzano para rito sa panig naman ng Adamson with his 5 points. Grabe, no? Sabi siguro nila, nag-umpisa pa lang ba yung game? Hindi po. Matatapos na nga yung first half eh. 8.3 seconds na lamang. And this is all that they have managed to come up with. In the 20s pa lang ang scoring nitong dalawang teams.
And I don't think there's a player that scored double digits so far.
Omar Jan can't knock it down. And that will be it for a low-scoring first half action in here. NU Bulldogs, the defending champions, they lead by 4 against Adamson. The Soaring Falcons was looking for their second consecutive victory. And we end this. Mababa nga ang skoran dito para sa ating dalawang teams. That's the end, actually, of the first half. After 2 quarters, 26-22 para sa NU Bulldogs against the Adamson Soaring Falcons. How tough is it to make a basket? It's a low-scoring game, but these are some of the highlights na makikita natin. Yung ilan sa mga baskets na nagawa nila.
Yeah, the very few baskets. So far, we've seen, 19 field goals made actually between these two teams. In the last 20 minutes of action, very few and far in between talaga yung mga baskets. No?
3 3-point shots made
in
2 quarters. 1 dunk. Yun, yung mga natatandaan ko eh. Yan na yun. No?
Right.
Yung ginawa ni Omar John.
Was set up by Jumamoy. But the only good news here is that Jumamoy is actually playing pretty well in that limited number of minutes that he's seen in the first half. So expect more of him come the second.
But still, of course, he has yet to get himself in the scoreboard here. On the scoreboard, ito si Jumamoy. Pero what we have seen, impressed na tayo.
Yeah.
And take a look at these numbers here, Coach Mike.
Yep, and shooting percentage is really down, 30 and 34%. They're getting their usual, 20-plus field goal attempts, but the makes really is just what's pulling them down. Well, part of it is because NU's been doing a really good job defending against Adamson, making them shoot latter part of the shot clock. Na samantalang NU naman, open shots but couldn't make it.
We'll still see the adjustment here. Sabi nga natin sometimes, a slow start, a hard start. But let's see the fluidity of the action that's we're expecting to happen here in the second half between these two teams.
Hindi mahalaga kung paano ka nagsimula, importante kung paano ka nagtapos.
Oo, no? Basta alam mo o ano yung pinanggalingan. Dayo.
And no scorers in double digits, Vince.
Yes, totoo yan. So here we go again. It's the third quarter of action. Steve Nash Enriquez, one of those guys who was able to make a three-pointer, almost making that happen for him, but second serving here. So nakagawa ng paraan naman with a putback here. Para sa panig ng NU, Mike Malonzo.
And Mike Malonzo being his usual self of very active on the glass. And defensively, ibang klase rin to si Mike Malonzo for NU.
28-22, they lead by 6 right now. Adamson, shot clock, down to 3. Who's going to take it? Colonia making the 3.
Well, that time around, na-convert at least ng Adamson kahit shot clock winding down. But how much more can they take shooting their shots with that much time on the 24?
Siguro sabi nitong dalawang teams na ito, kanina pa kayo reklamo, di kami makashoot ngayon. Ang ganda na simula namin dito. And the basket again!
Finally! Well, 3 out of 4. That's good news.
Diba?
Right.
Maganda na yung up and down movement nila. Pero may baskets na.
Yeah.
Sneaky layup there. They got the ball back, kicks it out. Shot clock down to 7. Di kasi tumama eh. Can't hit it. Sa bandal. And ball will go the other way now.
Maybe not just enough man movement here for Adamson to try and extricate themselves. That defense has always been in front of them.
The lead is 5 para sa NU Bulldogs. Here they go with their offense once again. Omar John. Almost losing it, the recovery. Omar John tries to hit it from mid-range. He overshoots. It's Colonia for Adamson.
Early drag there by Magbuos.
Ramos. 10-second shot clock. Hesitation with a 3.
Post-split action in that dive. Gotta
Bologna.
make this.
Oops, good save. Oh, a bad pass. Steve Nash. The 3 on its way.
Bam! That's the difference now, Benji.
John Galinato hitting it from the outside.
They were actually getting the same looks pero hindi nila ma-convert kanina. Now it's, flowing in for the Bulldogs.
And I do believe Galinato has been utilized only here in the second half.
Right.
Can't answer back with a 3 here para sa Adamson. They're down by 8. This is the biggest in the ball game for NU Bulldogs. Omar John posting against 2 defenders. Blocked. Kinuha pa ng bola.
You have to push it now, not allow the defense to set up.
Sa Mandal. Cross court. Ramos with a miss. And you. Contact.
Pushing foul on number 1, Eli Ramos. That's his first foul. Substitution, Mario Malasi.
Eli Ramos with a contact. That's a first team foul here in the third quarter.
18 seconds on the shot.
I think this is the first time that we're seeing Omar John get the bench.
Oh, nga, no?
Tama, no? Ngayon lang siya nilabas.
I believe he was relieved for a little while earlier.
Yeah.
Nag-start siya and then nawala naman siya.
We almost did.
Oh,
Oh, nice
Steve
pass.
Nash with a no-look. How about this? Gulapa.
Living
with a
up to the
basket.
name.
Oo nga. Parang gusto pa kaya yata ni Steve Nash yun, alley-oop.
Oo nga.
Hindi tumalon kagad.
Right. It's gonna be a post split here.
Underneath, and the ball decides to fall.
Eli Ramos actually been very efficient. I think
Yeah.
he's 2 out of 3 from the field. That's his 4th point to go with 1 rebound and 2 assists.
He has found a renewed strength when it comes to offense. Eli Ramos. Samantala, ito naman ang NU Bulldogs. Air ball. Adamson. Nice move to the basket to finish.
Yeah, yan naman ang maganda kay Vince Magbuos. He can run the floor, he can score off of it, and actually can dish it too once that defense decides to take on him.
35-29, NU Bulldogs with the lead, with the basketball here in the third, almost halfway. Steps out of bounds.
El Colonia, see that finish there by Golapa. That beautiful alley-oop look-away
Flash
pass.
express pass of the game from Steve Nash Enriquez. We have a timeout on the floor. Lamang pa rin dito ang NU 35-29.
We are still live for this matchup between National University and Adamson University in the Filoil EcoOil 16th Preseason Cup. Now, these two teams were the 2 contenders in the last UAA semifinals, with the Falcons falling short on a podium finish. And while back-to-back games are tough, team captain Jed Colonia says that they need more games together ano pa man ang schedule, dahil ang pinakahinahanap nila ay ang chemistry nila and giving their best in every game as a team. That's why Jed Colonia reminds the Falcons to play the right play, regardless of the score and regardless of how the game is going. Benji and Coach Mike.
Yun. And some of the supporters then, and most probably mga student body rin ng NU, actually giving out their support. Like Oikap Ina Aram, mukhang ano to eh, Mary Ann.
Yeah.
Pinaliktad yung mga pangalan. Mary Ann, okay, go NU. Alright, gets namin. Rafael Villacota, Tito Nash. Really, ha?
And I like that report of Megan that Colonia was actually taking the lead. And tama naman, no? It's not just getting the win. It's how you try and prepare and the chemistry that you will build as you go under these situations. The more reps that you play together, the better the chemistry, hopefully, for the team.
Shot clock was winding down, folks, to take it from the outside, pero nothing falling for Gulapa. And right now, here comes the Adamson Soaring Falcons. How are they going to soar and get this ball game close as they want it to be. Shot clock winding down. Airball.
Yeah. Pero
Anabo.
open, no?
Kaya nga, Anabo missing that badly. Oh, yeah, creating space for the shot. Just doesn't fall. Lucky break. Bumalik pa ang bola para rito sa NU Bulldogs. So right now, Baclaan.
Oh, nice
Lob
pass.
pass inside. No basket. Before the shot, there was already the foul here.
How about that?
Pagsalo pa lang eh.
Yeah, but how about that look by Kian Baclaan? I mean, really, he's a point guard that's got really good vision and a
Yun.
huge threat offensively. Alam mo, hindi lang papasa eh. He can finish also, so you have to be wary of where he is and what he's gonna do.
After inbound and a miss, but an offensive rebound. Here he is. The three! Kian Baclaan!
Like we say, you gotta be wary of where he is, and you can't give him that much space because that guy, Kian Baclaan, can hit you from the outside.
5 points in the game for Baclaan. And now the largest lead in the ball game para sa NU. They take it up to 9 right now, 38-29 with less than 3 minutes here in the third. Anabo naman answers right back with his own three-pointer.
So far, shooting percentage is a little bit much,
Better.
yeah, compared sa kanina.
And even those outside shots, kumukonekta na, nagsasagutan na nga eh.
Kanina, magang-magana yung ring, gulpin-gulpin eh. No?
Oo. Here comes another!
And the three's just falling now for the Bulldogs, well, even on the Adamson part.
Ito naman, atake naman. So exchanging baskets right now, huh? These are the things that we did not actually see back in the first 2 quarters of this ball game.
Yeah. Oh, wow!
Bumabawi na sila.
Law of averages eh, no?
Yeah.
I mean, that shot was not easy at all. That was a difficult shot. Almost Steph Curry-esque.
Si
Wala
Lloydie,
really.
di ba? Lloydie.
John
Lloyd
Lloydie.
Clemente, John Lloydie.
Yeah, but he can knock it from there.
Here comes a step back three, long and strong. 10-point lead for NU Bulldogs, finding the range, finding their comfort zone. Although Kian Baclaan missing on that mid-range. And a foul is going to be called here.
And Kian Baclaan obviously frustrated with himself on that last shot because he knew that's expected to be a basket on him. Excellent execution from the backcourt. Started out slow, changed pace, changed direction, stop and pop. Just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Manansala was called for the foul here. 44-34, NU Bulldogs. Again, the defending champion rather. And trying to make a very impressive first game showing here.
Yeah.
Laban naman sa Adamson Soaring Falcons na nakatikim na ng panalo. So they know they have that good feeling because of a win yesterday on opening day.
Oh, wow.
Nice pass!
Yun-
Attracting the defense. Grabe.
Tsaka yung presence of mind ni Kian Baclaan. He was out there being doubled on the baseline. He knew he had to find someone diving. Excellent execution there by Kian.
Tawag nga, pinagwapo niya si Palacieto.
Oo nga, correct. Speaking of pinagwapo, I want to say shout out to one of our viewers right now, si Coach Lalaine Victolero, the brother of Coach Chito
Coach
Victolero
Chito,
is watching now. One of the really good friends we have back in San Beda, Alabang. Happy viewing, Coach Chito and Coach Lalaine.
Foul on the rebound play. It's going to be called here. Laban dito sa NU Bulldogs.
Pushing foul on number 14, CJ Libang. That's his first personal
Si Libang ang tinawagan with his first personal. Samantala, Yero naman, actually pinapakiramdaman niya yung kanyang balikat.
Yeah. So far, this is the most productive quarter out of all. 20 points from NU and 14 for Adamson. Both teams shooting much, much better from the field.
Nagbabasa rin yata ng mga comments ng mga to, yung mga coaches.
Guys, pinag-uusapan tayo ni Mike at ni Benji. Hindi na tayo nakakasya.
And not only that, kita mo, sinasabi rin sa atin. Oh. And they react, accordingly.
Yeah. Ang importante na may response.
Yeah nga. Well, seconds remaining here in the third period. Another fast quarter in this ball game.
Good ball movement here.
They got another chance here.
Good.
Pumasok, just in the nick of time.
Basket counts for Manu Anamo. At the end of
So, Anabo is scoring. And at least it's just a single-digit lead na naibaba rito ng Adamson. NU was trying to really get away with this ball game easily in the third, but we still have the final 10 minutes of action to still come your way. The defending champs against already with a win, Adamson Soaring Falcons. We'll be back with more for all of you. Back here in this ball game, and of course, nandito nga po kami sa Filoil EcoOil Center sa San Juan. Sila rin nandito. Dapat kayo rin nandito.
Yes.
Yun lang yun. So we get into the final quarter ng ating ball game na ito, and what really has improved so much para sa NU Bulldogs, Coach Mike?
Well, field goal percentages, better makes on the attempts, not just for NU but even for Adamson.
Ito naman ang Adamson. Scores! And counts. Habang umaangat siya, may mga ibang kaganapan na nangyayari sa bandang ilalim. Look at that. The push! Gusto gawing domino.
Well, I don't think Kian Baclaan pushed that. Sobrang lead
Pwede rin,
ni Kian.
bumenta rin.
Bibinenta lang.
Oh, what's going
That's
on?
gotta be a free throw.
There is supposed to be a bonus
There's
free
supposed
throw.
to be a bonus free throw, right?
Oh.
Because Kian pushed from behind. And I think itong fourth quarter na to, this is where the competition will really start for both these teams. I mean, with an opportunity to win, especially for Adamson as they try to gun for the second consecutive win. And the defending champs are not going to go down on their first game.
Substitution, Patrick Yu checks in for the Bulldogs.
Oh, so
there was no contact basically, pero hindi, di ba?
basically the shot did not count. I know. We gotta get what happened there. Oh, nice move.
Pinaibaba na yung lamang to 6 points. Anyway, tuloy-tuloy tayo. Kian Baclaan heard the whistle. Almost getting the basket.
Now I think this is where the game really starts for both teams. Si Kian Baclaan just burning rubber right there.
21, Joel Sabandal, that's his second personal
Joel Sabandal picking up his second, but that's a shooting foul. So kaya ito, may free throws.
In the regular season, you would normally see Kian Baclaan and Joel Sabandal battling one-on-one. Well, at least in the absence of Jerome Lastimosa.
Kaya nga. They took care of the first free throw here, Kian Baclaan. He's got 6 points in a ball game and 3 assists.
Kian, of course, hailing from Muntinlupa, a neighbor of Kevin Kiambao. Magkapit-bahayan, magkababata. So one of the pride of down south, Muntinlupa, itong si Kian Baclaan and Kevin Kiambao. And of course, one of the coaches that trained them also. As he was also from Muntinlupa, is Coach Jerry Andaleon, the former perpetual star back in the days, and conditioning coach now of the Muntinlupa Cagers basketball team in the MPBL.
48-40, NU Bulldogs. The final quarter here in this game. Shot clock down to 7 right now. Air ball. Oh, it stays para sa NU. Huh? Eli Ramos will be fielded back into the ball game by Coach Gilbert Lau ng Adamson.
Ang curious ako dyan, gaano karami kaya mga players natin ngayon na naglaro UAAP, whatever, the big leagues, na magkababata, magkapit-bahay, tas sabay sila nakapasok sa... Ilan kaya yung ganong story, no?
Marami yan.
No.
Eh kahit saan ka magpunta, talaga naman yung mga bata talaga gusto matuto mag-basketball.
Yeah. Dribble handoff here. Oh, you gotta. Magbuhos gotta keep that dribble alive too on that DHO.
Shot clock down to 3. The drive. And it doesn't drop. Gets it back. Underneath. Tries again. Ayaw pa rin. Nevertheless, he'll be shooting 2 free throws.
Well, Eli Ramos been pretty solid here for Adamson. He's missed those 2. But his attack and his resolve to contribute really just there.
Kailangan may mangyari. Eli Ramos will just check back into the ball game, getting aggressive. 2 sorry misses on his attempts, and right now missing the first free throw.
Of course, Eli Ramos used to be with Ateneo, transferred to Adamson.
Missing both free throws, but they still have the basketball. Kanila pa rin. Finally a basket here sa bandal.
And when you have your stars scoring, you know that this is the start of the game.
At saka chinaga nila yun, yung possessions.
Tsaka there's a little more lift on their movement. Like kanina, medyo parang relax
Trying to keep it alive, running out of space. Ball will go the other way. It's just a 5-point ball game that we have here. The lead still para sa NU, but for how long?
Yeah.
Grabe din yung bakbakan doon sa ilalim. Proposisyonan sa rebound. Eh, syempre nga naman, nandun si Omar dyan. Kaya kita talaga, box out.
Yeah. You have to locate him because you have to stop him. Yan, bringing him outside, that's a good ploy.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Problema, hindi naman makarating yung bola sa ilalim.
Yeah.
Pero eto naman, no? Bakit pa?
Well, that's a good thing that Montibon hit that shot. But initially, you should not give up your dribble. Lalo na you see that big man taking on you. Para you can attack him going the other way.
Turnover ng NU. Turnover din sa kabila for Adamson. And then a foul. But Adamson is right back
you see
in
that.
this ball game.
Oh, his foot was actually on the line. I'm not sure if that counted for a 2 or a 3. Pero imagine if he picked up that dribble tapos dinipensa sa ni Omar dyan. He couldn't take a shot, diba? So that's why you have to keep your dribble alive if you're a guard, especially if you're in the perimeter.
Constant motion, as they say. 48-45 lead here para sa NU.
Yeah, post it up.
Omar John underneath, could not handle and control the basketball.
Well, Manzano did a good job of standing his ground, not giving that extra step.
Let's see how this works out para sa Adamson.
There's Manzano. There's a mismatch underneath.
Samantha blocked.
Yeah.
4 seconds a shot clock ng Adamson.
Yeah, that was actually a mismatch either way. Whether you went Manzano or if Joem stayed with the attack, it's a mismatch either way. Mas mahirap nga lang tumira kay Joem kasi mahaba si, si Omar Chan. Yeah.
We have a timeout. The NU lamang na lang ng tatlo. 48-45. The final 6 minutes and 16 of this ball game.
We are still in quarter number 4 in NU versus Adamson, and on the floor right now we see number 12 Pat Yu, who is actually a newly minted civil engineer. He just passed the licensure exam about a week ago, and he actually started focusing on his review last January, but in true student athlete fashion, in which he passed it at the second degree. Benji and Coach Mike.
Ayun, oo nga, si Patio nga pala, no? Kalain mo naman. Engineer!
Yeah, congratulations to Pat Yu.
Yes, got a chance to read about that article.
Yeah.
And now student athlete, grabe.
Yeah.
Let's see if they could find himself, he could engineer a victory
Oh, yeah.
for his team here in this ball game, huh?
And you know, there's always life after basketball and a second career that you can look forward
Mas mabuti
to.
na yung marami kang options.
Yeah.
Diba?
Parang offense lang yan. Dapat maraming options din.
Yes, ganun lang yan.
Oh, wow.
So Colonia getting back into the scoring act the way he was doing it earlier in this ballgame. Don't look now, it's just a 1-point game here. Adamson is back. 5.5, plenty of time remaining in this ball game. The long two before the shot, there's an offensive foul that has been called against NU. Alam ka agad ni Coach Gilbert Lau. Katabi niya yung referee. Ref!
Yeah.
Alam ko na kung ano yung signal mo. Look at that. How high can you get that ball up in the air just to elude or get away from the hands of long arms nitong si Omar Jan? Well, Colonia knows how to do it.
Yeah.
He just showed us. And now Adamson with an opportunity to get back in the driver's seat. With plenty of time remaining. Who's going to do it for them? Nahawakan ba yun? Oh, tapon.
Yeah, I think he just threw it away.
Sayang.
Sayang. Well, he had the right thing in mind. That baseline drive actually supposed to have a baseline drift on the other end, but that drift didn't happen, so that ball went outside.
The missed opportunity to score for Eli Ramos and Adamson. And right now, NU.
Good block.
The stop. Who's got the basketball?
You have to admire the effort defensively of itong Adamson. I mean, out there in the shaded area with Omar Jan inside, you have to have extra effort to leap and jump and reach for that possession. And that time around, Adamson just showing us the value of defense and the effort in doing that.
Let's see right now. Eli Ramos forced to bring the ball down here.
Yeah.
Crossing the midcourt line. Floats it up. Wala masyadong set play na nangyari doon. Was all Eli Ramos.
Was all Eli.
So NU holding on to that 1-point lead right now.
Well, he tried to finish with a floater against Omar John, which is a good thing. But syempre, kahit pa paano pinag-iisip ka rin nun.
Umaboy finally takes a shot and it goes! Grabe! They need it badly, they got it!
And back and forth itong basketball game na to.
Kaya.
And you know, fans would love this kind of game. Unlike kanina, very slow yung laro.
Ito naman si Colonia have come up with a lot of clutch baskets here para sa Adamson. They're just down by 4. A lot of things can still happen here. An open look for the 3.
Oh, look at that.
Biglang umuulan na naman ng 3 dito
Yeah,
sa San Juan.
And I like how they flowed into that shot. It really was in the flow, the offense. Unforced.
Uh-oh! Engineer, tumama sa paa mo.
Yeah, and this time they forced the turnover. Good job for Adamson here.
That's what happened here. So 51-50. Take a look at this. All of a sudden, they're finding the range.
Yeah.
Both teams,
But on the
actually.
other end, same thing too. Look at that shot. Good flare.
Let's see. Sabandal almost losing it. Recovers.
Taking too
6
much
to
time.
shoot. Puts it up. And gets the basket. Joel Sabandal taking over for Adamson right now and taking over the lead once again.
Controlled dribble drive penetration by Joem. Gave them the option whether to shoot, to pass. Good job by Joem right there.
Timeout has been called. Just a 1-point lead right now between these two teams. We're going down to the wire watching the final 3 minutes of this ball game.
We are down to the last few minutes of the Bulldogs versus the Falcons, and suited up on the Adamson side is number 1 Eli Ramos, the younger brother of Gilas player Dwight Ramos. He is actually a transferee from Ateneo to Adamson, and during this transition period, he says that it has not been difficult because he is surrounded by good people. He trusts his coach and he trusts his team, and he is excited to play for the Falcons in season 86. He admits that there is pressure being Dwight Ramos' brother, but he is determined to be his own person and make his own name in the collegiate basketball scene. Benji and Coach Mike.
Yun lang talaga yun eh. Kumbaga sabi nga, nasa lahi.
Yeah.
So eto naman. Happening. Lamang naman ngayon ang NU Bulldogs. And I'm also taking a look at the reaction of those coaches that we have on the bench.
Yeah.
Dito, Danny Ildefonso for NU Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Romel Aducol sa Adamson.
Sa Adamson, yeah.
Grabe.
Two of the finest big men that we've seen.
Yes. Legendary.
Oh, wow. Good move there by Colonia, but he got tripped. But Colonia actually had the right thing in mind. Once on that DHO, he saw Omar John try to beat him going the baseline. And John was late on that defense. Good move by Colonia.
14 on the shot clock.
It's going to be a sideline throw in para sa Adamson. No, it's actually a baseline throw in.
Right.
That's where the action happened. Oh,
Good
nice pass. And a basket.
Alkian Baclan got outpowered there by Joem Sebandal. Fronted him and had to pay for it.
Told you, down to the wire. We got a seesaw battle going on between these two teams.
Si Colonia actually telling his coaching staff, go for the review, go to review. I didn't touch it.
Under 2 minutes nga naman eh. Pwedeng reviewin talaga yan.
Correct.
Possession.
And that's right, under 2 minutes. Colonia's got the right thing in mind.
Very, very important possession. Let's take a look ourselves then.
Oh yeah, it hit. It hit his foot, Kian's foot. See that again.
Ito, closer look. Oops! Tumama nga ba o nasundot?
You gotta see that again. I'm sure they're gonna wanna see that again.
Hirap ano? Hirap din maging cameraman.
Look, see?
Dito, tumama sa paa. Now the other shot, eto naman, dito, makikita ba natin tumama sa paa dito? Hindi mo naman makita tumama sa paa doon. Doon naman, nasundot.
I don't think it hit the foot of Kian. I'm not sure.
Well,
pero mukhang tumama doon sa isang ano yun.
Kaya nga, di ba?
Yeah. Ito yung mga situation
two
na medyo...
angles, two different looks.
Right.
After the review, the challenge was unsuccessful. Possession for the NU Bulldogs.
Oh, okay.
So, nasundot. Yun ang lumalabas. Kasi unsuccessful eh.
The Falcons will be charged with a timeout here because it was unsuccessful.
Kaya nga, unsuccessful challenge. Well, what do you know? Sabihin nyo ngayon sa amin uli na masakit sa mata to.
Wow. This is just a one-point game right back and forth. Just 1 point game. Yeah.
Parang ibang dalawang teams na ito naglaro sa second half eh.
Yeah. Lalo na in the fourth quarter. And
yes.
Both teams really woke up. And what Adamson has done really well is they've made shots better inside that 24-second shot clock. Unlike kanina, puro patapos na yung shot clock, saka lang sila nakakatira.
Basically, the way I saw it and observed it, it's like fighting fire with fire.
Yeah.
Sumabay kami, nakabalik kami.
Right.
Ganon eh.
And I like how Manzano is actually checking Omar John.
Well, he's the biggest guy that they have on the floor right now for Adamson. Bakla with a crossover, the step back three. Bang!
Oh, wow.
Big basket, timely for Kian Baklaan. Ano rito sa NU Bulldogs? Ano naman ang isasagot dito sa kabila?
Correct.
Ng Adamson. That doesn't go in. They got the ball back. The shot.
Wow.
And almost making it. Now Manzano will go to the line for 2 free throws.
Boy, I'm telling you, Manzano's really been excellent here. As you see the step back three by Kian Baklaan. But look at that. Good step back. I think we're going to see that one from Manzano too on the other end. Oh, not anymore. But
to tie the ball game.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's okay. There's still enough time.
Yeah, so about 92 seconds.
Yeah, still a long time.
Pero important free throws. Gus got to make one. Nope, can't do it.
He leaned on the free throw a little bit, kaya nag-back rim ulit.
Alam mo na, kumisan din itong mga bata na to eh. They feel the pressure.
Now, this is the exact same play that they ran earlier. Did a step back.
With a pass inside. Ball goes back to him. Ikot ang bola. Let's see.
Good defense by Adamson.
Ito naman Adamson. Para block. Oh! With a block! There was no call, so it's a clean block.
Wow, missed opportunity there for Adamson. But how about that defense by Manzano earlier on Omar John?
Baklaan. Oh, nice find inside.
See that time on that middle ball screen. I know we're going to see that again on slow-mo. That middle ball screen with Kian Baklaan and that dive from the back.
How about this flash express pass of the game? Kian Baklaan earlier with a shot. Now, the nice assist inside. 45 seconds remaining. Timeout, 58-54. NU holding on to a 4-point lead. A 4-point lead para sa NU Bulldogs. Adamson with 45 seconds remaining. Those two missed free throws by Manzano. Kailangan kalimutan na muna nila yun.
Yeah.
Ito ang kailangan nila
Right.
mangyari para sa kanila rito. They gotta execute well.
Yeah, and so they advance the ball to the front court. They have 14
Kaya 14 ang
seconds.
shot
Yeah,
clock
they have
nila.
14 seconds to execute.
They need a basket. Must score here para sa Adamson.
Ooh,
Can't
sayang.
deliver. They got it back underneath. Clobbered. Ball goes out. Another clean block.
I like that sideline out of bounds though. Little hammer play. Set up for that three. Was that Joel who tried to make that?
You got to be quick. Can't
Oh.
hit that big basket. And now a foul is going to be called laban sa Adamson.
But Adamson did get their shots. Those
Kaya
were
nga.
open looks. Those are open looks. Lalo na yung baseline out of bounds nila kanina. That was a clear look from the corner.
They had their chances, but let's see, huh?
Yeah, it's still too early. Dami pa yan, 26 seconds.
So right now, Mamoy going to Baclaan. Siyempre, time management ang mangyayari rito para sa NU.
But you have to foul now because you don't have enough time. You have to have enough time to execute. You got to foul.
Why are they not doing that?
Both teams are already in penalty too. Oh. No, they got point
Problem
nine.
is a
Yeah.
two-possession game lead to eh.
Yeah.
Well, the defending champions, well, they got the scare of their life somehow.
Yeah.
They led big and then letting Adamson come back into this ball game.
Yeah.
Well, we should still say a victory is a victory, but it's an escape victory
Right.
for NU Bulldogs at the end of this ball game. Nobody could really find out what's going on. They'll finally, ito na nga, naging two-possession game lead. 58-54 is our final score. The defending champions getting their first win in their first game. And an absorption naman of their first loss here para sa panig ng Adamson after coming up with a win yesterday in their opening game.
And the Adamson actually had 3 opportunities to close the gap, but look at that slam dunk there.
Best player of the game, Omar John. As it turned out, he showed us what we can do, what they can do actually, what he can do, and then coming up with a W. We will be back actually on Thursday, and we'll have another quadruple schedule for all of you. Omar John, almost a double-double performance for him.
Right.
Diba? So, yeah, for starters, that's a way to do it. Coming up with a win. But at least we saw him, what he can do, especially above the rim. Omar Chan, the best player in this ball game. It's what we have made mention. We got entertained, especially down to the last few seconds. Itong ating ball game nito between the defending champions NU Bulldogs and the relentless Adamson Soaring Falcons. And it was close and truly deserving naman para mapanood nyo talaga ito. At marami pang mga ganyan mangyayari. For sure. In the future, dahil konting tulog lang, balik na naman tayo ng Huwebes eh.
Right.
Thursday schedule again. Balik tayo dito sa Filoil EcoOil Center sa San Juan for more of the 16th Filoil EcoOil. Itong ating preseason cup. There you can see, that's the final score, 58-54. So that's just about it. So enjoy the rest of the week to come, and we expect you to come back watching us again this coming Thursday for more of the preseason cup ng Filoil EcoOil. For Coach Mike Perez and of course Megan Cabrera, naman po si Benji Santiago. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you at the ball games.